kingdom beneath the waves, where coral castles gleamed and schools of fish danced in the gentle currents, there lived a mermaid named Marina. Marina had always been enchanted by the world above the surface, where the sun painted the sky with hues of gold and where stars twinkled in the midnight blue. She would often swim to the edge of her kingdom, gazing longingly at the distant horizon. One moonlit night, as Marina rested on a bed of pearls, she heard the distant strains of music carried on the ocean breeze. Curious, she followed the melodious notes until she came upon a ship sailing above. On its deck stood a prince, his eyes alight with joy as he played a violin, the music weaving through the air like a spell. Marina was entranced by the prince's music, and she found herself drawn closer to the ship than she had ever dared before. As she listened, her heart stirred with a longing she could not name. But her reverie was shattered when a sudden storm arose, fierce waves crashing against the ship and tossing the prince overboard. Without hesitation, Marina swam to his rescue, cradling him in her arms and carrying him to the safety of a nearby cove. There she watched over him as he slept, his face peaceful in the soft glow of the moon. When the prince awoke, he found himself gazing into Marina's eyes, the depths of which held a wisdom and kindness beyond compare. Grateful for her aid, he vowed to repay her in any way he could. But Marina knew that her love for the prince could never be, for she was but a humble mermaid bound to the sea. With a heavy heart, she bade him farewell, slipping beneath the waves and disappearing into the depths. Days turned into weeks, and the memory of the mermaid haunted the prince's dreams. Unable to forget her gentle touch or the haunting melody of her voice, he resolved to find her once more, no matter the cost. Driven by love and determination, the prince embarked on a perilous journey, seeking out every corner of the ocean in search of his elusive savior. Along the way, he encountered creatures both wondrous and terrifying, but he pressed on, fueled by the hope of reuniting with the one who had captured his heart. Meanwhile, Marina could not shake the memory of the prince from her mind. Though she knew their love could never be, she found herself yearning for him more with each passing day. And so she made a decision that would change the course of her fate forever. With the help of her friends, a wise old sea turtle and a playful pot of dolphins, Marina sought out the sea, which a powerful sorceress rumored to possess the ability to grant any wish. Bargaining with the sea, which was a dangerous game, for her magic came with a price. But Marina was willing to risk everything for the chance to be with the prince, even if it meant sacrificing her voice and her freedom. In exchange for her voice, the sea which granted Marina legs that shimmered like pearls, allowing her to walk on land and seek out the prince once more. But there was a catch. If she could not win the prince's love within 3 days, she would be transformed into sea foam, doomed to vanish into the depths forever. Undeterred, Marina emerged from the ocean and set out to find the prince, her heart pounding with hope and fear. As she wandered through the kingdom above, she encountered all manner of wonders, towering castles, bustling markets, and forests alive with magic. But try as she might, Marina could not find the prince, and with each passing hour, her time grew shorter. Desperate, she sought out the one person who might be able to help her, the prince's betrothed. At first, the princess was wary of Marina, sensing a rival for her beloved's affections. But as Marina pleaded her case, the princess saw the truth in her eyes and took pity on her plight. Together, they devised a plan to reunite Marina with the prince, even if it meant sacrificing their own happiness in the process. On the eve of the 3rd day, Marina finally found the prince, his heart heavy with sorrow as he prepared to wed the princess. With tears in her eyes, she threw herself at his feet, offering him a single white rose as a token of her love. Moved by her sacrifice, the prince took Marina in his arms, declaring his love for her before all who had gathered to witness the wedding. And in that moment, the spell was broken, and Marina's voice returned to her, more beautiful than ever. Together, the prince and Marina danced beneath the stars, their love shining brighter than any constellation in the sky. And though their journey had been fraught with peril and uncertainty, they knew that as long as they had each other, they could overcome any obstacle that stood in their way. And so the prince and Marina lived happily ever after, their love enduring for all eternity, a testament to the power of hope, courage, and the magic of true love.